Hello, you all. I am excited today to be doing Charli XCX for the first time ever. I am going to be doing Apple. And the reason why I'm doing this first off is because it's been requested a lot. The other reason is because I was scrolling through TikTok and I think I saw a video where she was saying the song is about generational trauma or intergenerational trauma. I was surprised to hear that because all that I had really heard was
the airport.
that line repeated, and of course all of the dances to like this one, which is funny. And I have to admit, I just didn't pay attention to the lyrics, so I'm going to be doing that today.
I got these cute little fish earrings.
But earrings and a necklace, it usually should be one or the other, but I'm just gonna keep it. I feel like it today. Well, Uppy, do you want up? Come on. Oh my, little baby wanted to come up. Say hi. This is Reese. She's 13 and a half.
She's attached to her mama.
So I'm going to be taking it from a lens of intergenerational trauma. Intergenerational trauma is really the emotional and psychological pain or distress that passes down from one generation to the next.
Excuse me.
And it is typically something that's passed down unconsciously and result from a parent or an ancestor that experienced intense or chronic stress. So that could be living through a war, living through abuse, addiction, racism, poverty, displacement, any of those type of things. They most likely didn't have the resources available to them to support them through this. When you don't have the resources to help you fully process something, instead of healing, the pain gets encoded into family systems, beliefs, patterns, or even their nervous systems. And then it's just passed along. And it's really important to break these cycles. And not everybody can, but I think that that's something that's really important for us to explore. And that's why I want to do this song today. I'm curious. I'm very excited to see.
Alright, there's a lot here.
So you all know that saying, an apple doesn't fall far from the tree. So oftentimes we mirror our parents, and that's because most of the time they're who we were around the most during our formative years. They model for us behaviors, and a lot of times we repeat them. It can really be emotionally, behaviorally, or in like coping habits. Yeah, when you say that I've been looking at you so long, I only see me, because we're just reflecting each other back and forth till we acknowledge them and decide, do
I want to be like my parents?
Is this something that works for me?
you know, you want to question that and explore it. But in Charli's case, it seems as if they're negative patterns possibly that she wants to get rid of, because she's saying she wants to fling away like the family or the ancestral lineage into the air. That could also symbolize fight or flight. So actually flight, like throwing in the air, go to the airport, fly away. Sounds very much like a defense mechanism. Look, trauma often drives the impulse to escape when empathy or understanding is missing in a family, especially between a parent and a child. So I am feeling extremely relieved because my book is officially out and ready for everybody to purchase. I had to read a little bit of it from one of the chapters, and I was like,
Oh, I sound very unhinged.
and a lot of this is unhinged because betrayal and infidelity and things like that will make you do things you wouldn't normally do under different circumstances. So anyways, pick it up if you can. All right, let's do this. Sometimes our parents, I don't think that they can see us for who we really are. I think that sometimes that's painful for them. I do like that she's noticing that there are complexities. Remember, I'm a therapist, so I kind of think this way. Noticing the nuances between apples maybe changing colors. So whether it's perceived positive or negative, it is important to acknowledge that more than likely you're not inheriting everything that's negative. You can, sorry, my dog, while not dismissing your lineage altogether. She's talking about the seeds. I feel like it's like the good parts of the relationship. She wants to preserve those seeds there, but sometimes that feels impossible to do whenever you feel like your parent or your family member doesn't understand you. So it seems as if she wants to preserve the positive parts of her lineage and the things, maybe that can be the culture that she's connected to. She wants to preserve them, but when you don't feel understood in some ways, you know, that anger is real and it's valid. Anger is a very, very important emotion. If you've watched my channel for a long time, you know how much I have come to embrace anger after being taught to suppress it for so long. It really is a protective factor. And so anytime you're experiencing anger when it comes to maybe a family member and how they're treating you, the anger will come up when like the critical parts of you are being ignored, and escaping becomes almost like survival, like when you're rejected in that way. Also, you know, I love my Patreon members. I love my members on YouTube too, but Patreon members, thank you so much for supporting me. You are the reason why I can make this content. So thank you so much. Attention to the lyrics because I just wanted
to do the dance.
I've just seen it so many times, and then I was doing it the other day. My niece wanted me to do it, and so I learned it. Okay. Gonna drive all night. I think the apple's rotten right to the core. From all the things must come from all the apples coming before. I split the apple down symmetrical lines. So what I find is kind of scary. Makes me just wanna. That is really good. This song is actually very deep. This is where, you know,
older people, we can learn something from the younger bunch.
When she says the core is rotting, I feel like that is unacknowledged or unprocessed trauma that has just been passed down and passed down to the point that it's just rotten. It's like the wounds carried down from the ancestor. Because, you know, trauma isn't just like a blip that happens and then you move on. It can very much, when it comes to families, be compounded. Split the apple down symmetrical lines. I'm thinking that she is dissecting her family dynamics. She's looking at her mother on one side, father on the other, because she's made up of both of their DNA. So cutting it right down the middle, perfect halves. What she discovers, it's too much for her to face. But, you know, facing hard truths is courageous, I feel. But wanting to flee from them is also a protective mechanism. So it's difficult. It's difficult.
Secrets make you sick.
So it's very much like she wants to drive, she wants to fly, she wants to get away. I think we've all felt that way at some point, you know. It's
lights were very flashy.
It seems like she's wanting to know more about her parents, though, at the same time, by her saying, do you? Like, where do you go when you're feeling alone? Like, maybe they're a little repressed, or they won't share how they're actually feeling, or maybe don't share that they feel any type of perceived negative emotions at all. She wants to know about their inner lives, their loneliness, their coping, and healing can begin only when we really invite in vulnerability and closeness, even with painful lineage. Real connection does require emotional honesty, and some parents are incapable of doing that. I usually work with their children. But I really like this because it seems as if she wants to know. She wants the clarity. And she wants to feel connected on a deeper level. You think about it, the colors, the nuances of green or yellow, those are just on the surface of the apple. Maybe things are kept or only shown on the surface. She wants to know what's deeper, even though getting all the way down there is scary, but it's worth it. I do think that it's important for us to choose like what parts of our family lineage that we want to embrace and what parts are we willing to let go of or let die off. Okay. I really liked this. I liked doing an upbeat song with a lot of depth, and I am going to do more. So I hope you all enjoyed this. You all take care.